Welcome, students!
This is going to be an amazing and incredible day.
Now, we will cover the topic about learning outcomes, sources, and characteristics. So, which of the following best defines learning outcomes? B. What students are expected to know and do after learning.
This is the objectives for our lesson.
So, learning outcomes are clear, measurable statements of what learners should know or do after a lesson.
Learning outcomes comes in different levels. First, the institutional outcomes is the broadest of all outcomes are derived from the institution's vision and mission. Below the institutional outcomes are program outcomes. For the teacher education program, the program outcomes are laid down in the memorandum order from the CHED number 74 to 80 series of 2017. More specific to the program outcomes are the course outcomes. The outcomes for each subject in the curriculum. Most specific are the learning outcomes, which are called intended outcomes or student learning outcomes. Are teaching objectives and learning outcomes the same? Teaching objectives are formulated from the point of view of the teacher, while learning outcomes are formulated from the point of view of learner. Sources of learning outcomes. The institution's vision and mission statements are relevant source of student learning expectations. Next. Policies and competencies and standards issued by government education agencies such as DepEd, TESDA, CHED are prescribed sources of learning outcomes. In the Philippines, the various professional regulatory boards of the PRC have come up with lists of competencies expected of professionals. For schools to be relevant, they should consider the thrusts and development goals of national government in the formulation of learning outcomes.
The next topic is connected to program outcomes for teacher education based on the CMOs.
Common to all programs in all types of schools, the graduates have the ability to common to the discipline.
Common to graduates of horizontal type of institutions as defined in CMO 46/2012. Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers, or we call it PPST. 7 domains of characteristics and quality teacher in the Philippines: content, knowledge, and pedagogy, learning environment, diverse learners, curriculum and planning, assessment and reporting, community linkages and professional engagement, personal growth and professional development.
We have here a characteristic of good learning outcomes,
Number 1 is learner-centered, 2 based on hand-aligned institutional,
and so on. Bloom's and Anderson taxonomy about your age. Evaluate, analyze, apply, understand, and remember. 6 facts of understanding. Explain, interpret, apply, have perspective, sympathize, have self-knowledge.
These two are connected to the characteristic of good learning outcomes.
And that's all for our topics. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.